Hey guys, I'm Aaron Lavoie, Midwestern Hoof Trimmer, and as promised, we're going to do a voiceover on this video because in the polls of whether you guys prefer natural sounds or voiceovers, it was split dead even down the middle, 50-50. So the first thing I want to address on this cow is not even on the hoof, it's that obvious orange paint on her legs. A few people noticed it and asked if that was to indicate that she was lame or feet that needed to be trimmed. Well, that's a good guess, and some farms might do that, but not this farm. The orange paint on her legs is to signify that she's been treated. Now, she wasn't treated for being ill or anything like that. She was treated as she went dry. This video is not long enough to explain it. But just in case you didn't know, when farmers treat cows with medicines and antibiotics, that milk has to be dumped. The cows still have to be milked for their own health and comfort, but that milk is not fit for human consumption. There we go. She's peeing in the chute. Somebody asked if all cows do. Honestly, if one didn't, would probably run to the farmer and tell him something's wrong with his cow. It's just a natural reaction. When they're nervous, they don't want to be in the machine. They're not in any pain, but they don't want to be there. So it's totally normal. If you couldn't handle pee or poop, you would definitely not make it as a hoof trimmer. So getting to this foot, I've pretty well got my balance done on each claw. I'm just kind of starting to check things out and look at the areas that could be future problems, like this one here, these little cracks on the white line. I really would have preferred to not have to dig this spot out, but it's fine because her weight-bearing claw, the medial one, is perfectly balanced with no issues, and what she has remaining on this lateral claw is exactly where it needs to be, so she's going to walk just fine and be comfortable. In case you didn't know already, that comfortable part is the most important thing. It's no secret in the dairy industry that comfortable cows produce more milk. And that's why these cows are getting preventative maintenance trims. I've said many times there's a difference. There's a great big difference between cows that are not lame and cows that are as comfortable as possible. Alright, so I did trim the left foot also. We trimmed all 4 feet on every cow, but unfortunately my camera was moving around and not stable, and I didn't realize it till I got home and started editing. But the only time that we ever skip a foot is if the cow has an injury or something else that would damage or hurt her further by picking the foot up. So somebody asked how I lifted the feet and trimmed them before I had a hydraulic machine. Well, the answer to that is I didn't. I bought my first hydraulic machine February 1st, 2004, and that was the official start date of Lavoie hoof trimming. Which ties right into another question. How did I cultivate the relationships with the farms that I do maintenance at? Well, this farm that we're at right here was the first large dairy to take a chance on the new guy. With starting a brand new company February 1st and picking up a large, well-known dairy the beginning of April, well, word spread very fast about the results this farm was having, and within 3 months of my official start date, I was booked solid, not accepting new customers. And most of the other dairies that we service have been on the schedule for the majority of the 19 years I've been trimming. Alright, let's get back to this foot. I hear a lot of questions saying, how do we know how far to go when we're digging out a bad spot like that one you can see on the medial or the inside claw there? Well, that spot has to be dug out until the defect is completely gone, or we hit pus, and in which case we will have to remove everything that is loose or disconnected from the corium. Lucky for this big mama, it went away. That little brown mark is just a stain of some manure. It doesn't go any further. There we go. Tap the knife, remove the toe spreader, take my knife, clean up a little bit of loose edges there, and we'll put this big mama down and let her be on her way. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me give this big girl a pedicure. Please keep the questions coming. It always gives me ideas for new content. And just like always, we'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye. See ya, big girl.